What's up? What's up? What's up? Ladies and gents, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to a brand new episode of Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. I am your host with the most, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own, Dre Day. What's up? What's up? What's up? Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. I just dropped something a few days ago, so I'm trying to be consistent with dropping these videos. So, once again, if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Sportsway with Dre Day Podcast is the name. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like the video, share the video, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. Y'all see the title of this. Breaking news. Juan Soto has decided to go get his bag. He has decided, which not for nothing, as a Yankee fan, as you can see, I'm repping my pinstripes, repping my Yankee gear as I do this video. Something told me, and I'm not even going to lie to you, something told me that we probably wasn't going to bring him back this season. And clearly, Juan Soto wanted his bag. Clearly, he wanted to go to the team that was going to offer him the biggest bag, right? Just so happens it was the New York Mets, but not for nothing. Throughout the whole season, a lot of people were saying that anyway, that the Mets was probably going to be the team that winds up signing him. The Mets was going to be the team that was going to be winding up giving him the biggest bag. And obviously, that has come to fruition. Steve Cohen, who is the owner of the New York Mets, has now officially become the George Steinbrenner of this era, of this generation. So, as much as I want to be upset about what took place, I can't really knock it. I really can't knock it. Now, part of me is a little upset because, again, I like Juan Soto. I loved what he did for us this past season. He helped us get to the World Series. He played an intricate part in us getting to the World Series. And I just thought that, okay, even with that experience, he would stay. Unless the money was right. You understand what I'm saying? So let's just break down the contract, right? The New York Mets signed him for 15 years, $765 million. Now keep that in mind. 15 years, 765 million. We offered him 16 years, 760 million. You get that? The Mets gave him a $5 million more, but we gave him an extra year. We was going to offer him an extra year. That's why part of me doesn't like this situation. That's why part of me is sad about the situation. Because I'm like, yo, you left us for a measly $5 million? Like, really, for a measly $5 million. Now, if it was $10, $15 million, then I can see that, right? But for a measly $5 million, you pressed for $5 million, hell, you probably gonna make that up with your endorsements and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, you could have easily stayed with us for that $5 million, bro. Because, see, for me, again, like I said earlier, clearly you wanted the bag. Clearly you wanted to go to the team that was going to offer you the most money. But if you really cared about your legacy, you would have stayed in the Yankee. You would have stayed with us. You would have stayed with us. Like, if you really cared for your legacy, because, okay, granted, you go to the Mets, y'all still not better than the Dodgers. Respectfully, y'all still not better than the Dodgers. Even with this move, y'all still not better than the Dodgers because of your pitching. Your pitching is still suspect. The Dodgers pitching, we already know they pedigree. And then remember, Ohtani is going to be pitching next season. Remember, he didn't pitch this season. He's going to pitch next season. So that just boosts up. That just boosts up their pitching rotation even more now, being that he's going to be pitching next season. But listen, Juan Soto had a great year with us, right? He was in the MVP conversation, 40 plus home runs, 100 plus RBIs. Again, he was in the MVP conversation, had a good postseason. I'm not gonna say great postseason, had a good postseason. So of course, I would have loved for him to stay with us. I would have loved for him to stay with us. But since he's gone, there's no need for us Yankee fans to be stressed. We know what we have to do now. You understand what I'm saying? We know what we have to do in this situation. That 700 plus million that we was gonna give him, we can go out there and get some pitching. Corbin Burns is available. Max Fried is available. Bregman from the Astros is available. Bellinger is available. Pete Alonso is available. So all those names I just mentioned, if we can sign all of them in a perfect world, we sign all those dudes I just mentioned. That's probably less than 760 million. So if we can get all of those guys that I just mentioned, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But yeah, it's a sad. I'm not gonna say it's a sad day for Yankee fans. I'm not gonna say it's a sad day because again, we are the best sports franchise in history. We got 27 world championships, but usually in this situation, when it comes to free agency, when it comes time for us to re-sign players, we usually bring them back. Now, unfortunately, Juan Soto joins Robinson Cano in that equation where we couldn't re-sign them. And it just so happens both of their agents is Scott Boras. And it just so happened both of them is Dominican. So is it safe to say that I shouldn't like Dominicans no more because of this? Nah, let me stop playing. Let me stop playing before people kill me. Nah. I love my Dominicanos. I love my Dominicanos. But man, listen, man. I wish we could have brought him back, man. I really wish we could have brought him back. But I'm just looking at it from this perspective. Just think about this, right? And this was just how I was thinking through the playoffs. I'm thinking that the starting rate for Juan Soto was going to be at least 600 million, right? That was the starting bidding for Juan Soto. I'm at the crib with my pops watching the football games, and I'm just Googling Juan Soto. And they talking about all of these teams. Again, it was 5 teams that was interested in him. It was us, it was the Mets, it was the Red Sox, it was the Blue Jays, it was the Dodgers. Me personally, in my honest opinion, this is just my honest opinion. I think it was between us and the Mets all along. Because again, he wanted to go to a team that was going to give him the biggest contract, the biggest money. And I think the only 2 teams that was suitable to give that to him was us and the Mets. Red Sox, okay, yeah, y'all showed interest, but I didn't really take them serious, honestly. I didn't really take them serious in signing Juan Soto. I didn't really take the Blue Jays serious in signing him either because for the most part, they have no pitching. They only got Vlad Guerrero Jr., who's going to be a free agent next year. So who knows? Maybe my Yankees can get him next year. I think George Springer is still there, if I'm not mistaken. So the Blue Jays ain't really got shit, respectfully. And then you got the Dodgers. The Dodgers is already stacked. They already got their dream team. They don't really need Juan Soto. And supposedly, I think whatever they was offering, they wasn't budging with that. They was sticking to their guns with that. The only 2 teams that kept cranking up the bag was us and the Mets. 765 million though, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And to think, right? And this is just my opinion. I get that the market goes up every season. I get that, right? Otani got 700 million last year from the Dodgers. And the reason why people didn't really knock the deal was because he plays both sides of the ball. He pitches and he hits. Juan Soto only hits. So for you to only hit and get this kind of money, listen, real talk, let's just get to the meat and potatoes of this. With this contract right here, the Mets better win in 3 to 5 years. They better win the World Series in 3 to 5 years, unless this shit is going to be a travesty. It's going to be a travesty. If the Mets do not win a World Series in 3 to 5 years with this current contract that Juan Soto has just signed, it is a failure. It is a failure. I'm still not ready to say that the Mets are the new kings of New York. I'm not ready to say that yet. Because in order for them to do that, they're going to have to win the World Series, right? The Mets ain't won a World Series since I was 1 year old, okay? And that was in 1986. Or maybe I was on the verge of being one. Because, the World Series is usually in October. My birthday is November 1st. So I might have been on the verge of being 1 year old. That was the last time they won the World Series. We have won 5 of them, okay, since then. So even with this deal, the Mets lineup is deadly, right? Well, let me not use the word deadly, but it's very interesting because clearly Lindor is going to be your leadoff hitter. Then you got Juan Soto. If they can somehow re-sign Pete Alonso, which I hope we go after him, he's third. Now, clearly, he's had way more postseason success than Aaron Judge. So the Mets might have something there. But again, I still believe that their pitching rotation is suspect. I still believe their pitching rotation is suspect. But so is ours. And again, even though we lost out on Soto, there are some names that we need to go after.
Carbon Bonds, please sign to the Yankees. Max Fried, sign to the Yankees. And that's just pitching. I'm just talking about pitching. Alex Bregman, I know you was with the Astros. Fuck the Astros. But come join the Pinstripes. We can use you at third base, right? We can use you at third base. Real talk. We can use you at third base.
But yeah, those those are some signings that I would love for us to do. And I think the winter meetings begun today. Well, tomorrow. So hopefully we can make that happen. But I'm not bitter. I'm not gonna throw shade at Juan Soto. He did what anybody would have did out there. He's gonna go to the team that's gonna offer the biggest money. Now, me personally, if I was him, I'd have stayed. I'd have stayed. But I guess maybe he feels like, in hindsight, the Mets have a brighter future than us, which sounds crazy if you really think about it. But who knows? Maybe that's how he feels. But I honestly believe he went because of that damn money. I obviously still like come on, $5 million, man. You pressed for $5 million, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That's the part that hurts. You pressed over a little measly $5 million. But again, it is what it is. I'm happy for you. I wish you the best of luck. And it's crazy because it was just announced that Juan Soto will make his return to Yankee Stadium, I believe the weekend of May 11th. I think the weekend of May 11th, if I'm not mistaken. He will make his return to Yankee Stadium. That's right. May 16th to May 18th. That's the weekend that Juan Soto makes his return to Yankee Stadium. Now, my question is, what do my fellow Yankee fans do in this situation? When he comes up to bat after Lindor and he's on deck, do we cheer for him or do we boo him? I think we're gonna do both. I think we're gonna do both. And not for nothing, I think it's gonna be more boos than cheers. Honestly. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. But again, I'm not gonna throw shade at him. Again, I thank him for his 1 year with us. I wish it would have been longer. Pause, but it wasn't. It is what it is. Get your bag. I'm happy for you. But good luck to y'all this season. I know my fellow friends that are Met fans are on cloud nine, but I wish y'all well. I really, really, really wish y'all well. Hopefully, we can make some moves in this offseason with the names I just mentioned, and hopefully we can get this Subway Series on and popping because we was close this year for it. So let's see if we could be close for it next year. But with that being said, it's a wrap for this episode. I want to thank y'all once again for y'all continued support. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. Once again, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Sportsway with Dre Day Podcast. Subscribe, Sportsway with Dre Day Podcast. Hit that like button, share the video, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. Thank y'all again for y'all support. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. In closing, y'all know how this goes. This has been another episode of Sportsway with Dre Day Podcast. Catch y'all on the flip side. God bless. Peace and love. Happy holidays to everybody. Your boy is out of here. Peace.